Alright, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about freshman tips plus advice for you upcoming freshmen. I know right now I'm shooting this video, it's like July, and I know people are like, oh man, like school's right around the corner. Like I know school for like here in Vegas starts on like August 12th, which is super early. So I want to just make the freshman tips advice because I'm now going to be a junior, and there are definitely some things that I wish like I knew as a freshman that, like, you know, when I found out when I was a freshman, I was like, darn. So here are my freshman tips and advice. Before we get into it, please like and subscribe down below to see more content like this, and also comment if you have any questions, because I know, you know, freshman year is so nervous because here we go. You have survived high school. You graduated. Good job. Let's have a round of applause. You graduated high school, and now the next step is college, which is awesome. But remember that someone is paying money for either you or your parents or whomever. So you gotta take some consideration and don't just squander away your college years. Cause like I do, a lot of like the rich kids do this, but they just like, you can just tell they don't care. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like this is, I know for me, like I don't have another chance to do this. You know, like I'm gonna use, you're paying for it, I'm gonna do good, so I'm paying for it obviously. So let's get started. So number one first tip, which my mom made sure I did this, was using Rate My Professor. Rate My Professor is basically like Yelp for professors. You can rate professors, and when you're registering for your classes, you can like put in their names and it'll come up, and other students will comment how they were, yada yada. I got some really good professors my freshman year, so I'm really happy I did that because, like, you know, teachers, even though they're the same subjects, they teach differently. My speech class, there's this teacher I took who I heard of was super hard, and I took a different teacher the next semester, and the same teacher was still there, but he was much easier compared to what I've seen other students like stressing over. So I never felt stressed in this class, honestly. I felt confident in my public speaking class, which is what you should feel. Number two, avoid procrastination. College is the time to learn how to not procrastinate. I am not the bad at it. When I have like a long-term project, I'll make sure to schedule it in my phone calendar a week ahead of the time that it's due, so a week before the due date, and just so that I can stay on track. And I also use my planner as well, and I use my like bullet journaling as well to help me plan when I'm gonna do my assignments and such, because I hate when I see students stressing over. I'm like, well, you know, maybe you should have started it before, then you wouldn't be stressing so much. So yeah, try to knock out procrastination. Try to not procrastinate, because literally, like, we don't want to be stressed in college. You want to have fun, okay? You want to have fun. Number three, use your professor's office hours, especially if it's a class that you have a hard time in. College is hard, but you're paying for it, okay? You want to get good grades, you want to have a good GPA. For example, math. I suck at math, okay? I'm a film major, so like math is like no goes. Like I can do English, science not really, but math is like, it's so hard, why me? Anyway, so I got a F for my midterm in my math class, and I was like, shoot, I really gotta turn this around. So I managed to pull my F to an A, basically by, you know, obviously going to class and doing office hours with my math teacher. Things I just didn't understand, I would ask questions at the test, exactly how many questions are gonna be in the test, because I do have like test anxiety, so I felt better knowing that, okay, this is how many questions are gonna be in the test, this is the point, the overall point average of the test, this is how much it can affect your grade if you mess up or you pass. So with that, we're doing that, and plus, you know, doing your office hours shows your teacher that you're putting in the work. You may not understand the material yet, because I mean, you know, to each their own, but that shows your teacher that you are willing to put in the work to get the lessons. So do that. Number 4, for freshman year, I suggest you get a shared room instead of a single if need be. If you have some sort of like mental thing where you just have to have your own room, then okay, sure. But like, if you're kind of like, oh, I don't know if I should get a single or a double, get a double. And I say this because you get a chance to meet new people. I lived in a house, so like even if I had a single, I would have talked to people. But if you live in like the hall type dorms, then you're gonna want to have a double so that you could meet new people, because freshman year is it's a time to do things that you wouldn't normally do in high school. And I can't stress that enough. Like, you're at a new school, you're out of your shell. Hopefully there's not as many people, depending if you went out of state or in state, who are from your old high school who know you. Everyone's new, so it's really time to make a new impression, which is amazing, which is awesome. So I suggest getting a double room. I liked having a roommate, kind of ish. There's some drama, but it's whatever. But you know, sophomore year I did have a single, but this upcoming year I'm probably gonna have a double. So number 5, make a routine. Okay, your mom and your dad are not there to tell you not to eat McDonald's every day, but you should be a little healthy, okay? Try to get your vegetables in, try to get some workout in, try to get some like you time in, and also make time for hanging out with your friends and work and all that stuff. Make a routine. So my routine would usually be in the mornings. I would wake up. I have more morning classes, and I don't really do night classes that much. So I have morning classes, and then I would usually come home, eat lunch, homework time, editing, and then I would go to work, which would be babysitting, so that's around 6. Sometimes it would be around 3, so that all depends too, because my schedule's all over the place with work. So it would usually be either 3 or 6 until like 8 o'clock. So it could be 3 through 8 or 6 through 8. And then after, I would usually get some dinner, do some more homework, then go to bed. Or play some video games, go to bed. That was usually my routine. And I'd make sure workout would usually be in the morning. I would do every other day. So I don't go every day, but not anymore. But back when I used to live in my dorm, I would go every day. And use your school's gym, because you are paying for it. Just use it. Try to, you know. And my school's gym was fine. I don't do a lot of stuff, so for me, running and doing some like elliptical stuff is fine. I don't need anything too complicated. Number 6. Try not to skip class. Don't be that kid who comes to like the first class, right? Comes to like the first class, and then the semester goes by, doesn't show up, and then shows up for the final. Don't be that child. Attendance does matter in some classes, okay? Don't be that kid who like doesn't show up to class. Show up to class. I think I did skip class like maybe once or twice, and they would be for good reasons. Either it was for like a sickness or mental sickness that I had sometimes that I'm just not feeling well, or I just I don't think I had the number 2 reason actually. I try to go to class every single time, or if I slept in, which my math class, oh my god, but I got an A, so it's all good. It's all good. 8 AM classes are the worst, okay? They suck. They do a little bit, because even though I'm early bird, like 8 o'clock is still like, I'm still just stretching and starting to wake up, so. But yeah, try to go to your classes. Don't be that kid, because teachers do notice that, especially I went to a small school, so teachers do notice that. And like if you ever ask for like a recommendation from a teacher, they will be like, well, why should I give you one when like you've missed my class 15 times, you know? Like they notice that stuff, so don't be that person to miss class. Okay, so number 7, try to do things that are out of your comfort zone, okay? And I really did this these last 2 years. I try to do things that I wouldn't usually do, because I'm quite picky as well, so like I know what I like. That's just, I know what I like. So like, try to do things out of comfort. I went to a party freshman year. I didn't like it, so I mean, I'm not really a partier, but I went. I did a yoga class. I tried it. I didn't love it that much, but it was fun. Like, try to do things that are out of your comfort zone, especially since you're away, because it just gets more fun. And then, last but not least, number 8. Have fun, be safe, and make smart choices. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Don't do things that will get you in trouble. Don't cheat. Make smart choices, all right? Because honestly, in cheating in college is a no-no. Like, you'll get expelled. Like, there's no first strike, second strike. Like, don't cheat in college. That's the worst thing. By cheating, I mean like copying, obviously, or stealing your friend's paper. Like, don't cheat. Plagiarism is not good, okay? Like, especially in college. Like, high school is the time to really do it, okay? I mean, I'm not saying you should, but there are less consequences in high school than there are in college. Because, I mean, in high school, I think you would just get, like, you just fail the assignment. And if you keep doing it, then there'll be some consequences. But in college, you cheat, expelled, probation, expelled. It's pretty bad. You don't want to get expelled from your school. That will look bad in your transcript. You won't get it anywhere else. It will just suck, okay? And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about, you know, just school and life, please feel free to comment down below. I answer all of my comments. Sometimes I do not see them right away, but I do check them periodically, so maybe like once or twice a month, because I don't get that many comments. But if you do have any questions, feel free, hit me up. I will answer below. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.